everyone, it's Chris. Today I'm going to be talking about a story that is actually kind of embarrassing that now that I look back at it, because the way that I acted around this guy was just sad. I mean, I really liked him, and I'm not really sure what I was trying to do with this whole situation, but I know that I really liked him. He probably never really liked me, but that's okay. That's besides the point because that's not part of the story. Okay, it is part of the story, but let's get on going with it. Today I'm going to be talking about a date that I had that was not actually a date. I will elaborate on that so that you're not all like sitting there like, what are you talking about, girl? Are you high? No, I'm not high. I know what I'm talking about. One time in junior high. This was actually high school. I have a great memory. You know what? I'm not even going to replace his name because there's no point. I doubt he's ever going to see this video, so no worries. I hope not. I really like this guy. His name was Kimball. Liked the piano. I was a sophomore and he was a junior, but I skipped the first grade. Like, I went to the first part of first grade, and then they were like, hey, you know how to read. And I was like, I do know how to read. And they were like, why don't we just move you on to second grade? And I was like, that's a great idea, let's do it. I was always younger than everybody else in my class. While everybody else in sophomore year was like 16, 15, 16, I was still 14 years old, girl. Like, you do not even know how frustrating that was. And he asked me how old I was, and I was like, I just turned 15, because I really just had turned 15. And immediately he was just kind of like, oh, he was kind of taken aback. But I thought he was really cute. He was always like, he was like that tall, dark, mysterious guy that was just like brooding in the corner. And honestly, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure why I liked him. I think I just thought he was cute, which is never really like, it's a, I'm not even gonna go into that. Anyways, I tried to talk to him and I tried to get him to like me, but nothing was really working. He was a very kind of quiet guy. I don't know if you guys have seen the video. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. It's pretty freaking sad, but funny at the same time. My worst date ever video. The friend that I went on that double date with, Lucy, yeah, same friend here. She and I decided that I would try to somehow ask him out without him knowing that I was asking him out. So hence the title of the video. In the library during lunch, everybody used to hang out in there. At least my group of friends used to hang out in there. And Lucy and I went in there one time and saw that Kimball was sitting there and just in the computer lab, and she was like, this is your chance, girl, you have to do this. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And so she was like, don't worry, just follow my lead. So I was like, okay, let's follow your lead. He is gathering his stuff, like he's about to come out, and I'm freaking out because I don't know what Lucy's about to do. So he comes out and Lucy says, hey, and he was like, hey, and I was like, and she said, there is a play going on right now called My Fair Lady. Chris here and I are going to go with a bunch of friends. Would you like to come? And I was just like, yeah, would you like to come? Try not to be creepy. He said, oh yeah, sure, when is that? And decided that it was going to be Lucy, myself, Kimball, Lucy's friend, let's call him Sam, and then a bunch of other people that Sam is gonna invite. And we were like, sweet, this is gonna be awesome. And it's, in my head it was a date, but it wasn't really a date. So fast forward to the day of, we decide to meet in front of the school under this big sign. So Lucy and I are walking to the school like at 6 o'clock because the play started at 7, and we were so excited, and I was so excited, and I was like, we're gonna fall in love, and we're gonna, oh shit, fall in love, and we're gonna be together forever, and it's just gonna be so cute, and blah blah blah. And I was so excited, and I get there and he's just like sitting under the sign, and he's like the only one there, and I was like, wait a minute, how many people were supposed to come to this? And she was like, oh, Sam invited some friends and I invited some friends, but everybody just backed out of it, so it's just gonna be us four. And I was like, crap. He probably thought, as Lucy and I strolled up, that I meant he probably thought that I was never going to invite anybody else. I was trying to trick him into going on a double date with me. I don't even know, but that's how I felt, and I was so embarrassed because that's the kind of person I am. I get embarrassed about small things that don't matter. So Sam shows up, everybody's there, and we're like, okay, let's go inside and watch the play. And as we're walking inside, he's like, hey, I thought other people were gonna come and watch this with us. Like it was gonna be a big group. And I was like, yeah, I thought so too. So we go inside, we're watching the play, and I'm like super nervous. And you know, they did a phenomenal job. The school did a phenomenal job with this play. I'm super nervous. I'm just kind of sitting there like this the whole time, and have my hands under my legs so that he doesn't think that I'm trying to sneak a hand grab at him. And he's just kind of sitting there like this. He like moves his legs around a lot. He's like a very kind of person. So then the play is over, and I was like, oh, I wonder what we're gonna do now. And Lucy and I had talked about maybe going to like shoot, I just dropped my phone. Lucy and I had talked about maybe going to like Taco Amigo or Taco Bell or something like that. And Kimball turns to me and he gives me this really weird look, and I'm just sitting there like, hi. And he's like, yeah, so my family actually came to see this too. Do you mind if I just go with them? And I was like, yeah, I don't mind if you go. Whatever. See ya. Left with his family, and Lucy and Sam and I walked home to her house. And I was like, okay, well that was fun. I gotta go, bye. And I left. But in my head, I keep dropping my phone. After that day, he was more comfortable talking to me. But I was really nervous around him because like that whole night just made me more nervous to talk to him. It's weird. It's weird how a girl's mind functions. He probably doesn't know to this day. I never told him that I liked him. So he still probably doesn't know to this day that I once upon a time had a crush on him. So Kimball, if you're watching this, I had a crush on you, but I don't anymore. That was kind of rude. Yeah, so the point of this whole story, it was kind of a short story. There's people outside and they're watching me. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't see them. Stop looking at me. Moral of the story is if you like somebody, go ask them out. It's really not a big deal. What's the worst they can do? The worst they can do is tell you, I don't like you. Sorry. And then be a jerk and a douchebag about it. But if they are a jerk and a douchebag about it, then you know that they are a douchebag and you should not be wasting your time on them. So, yeah, kind of pointless story. Just thought I'd put it out there. The date, that was not a date. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye. Also, he smelled really bad. I don't know why I didn't remember that until now.